but it's Helissio clear. Helissio has got absolutely clear of his field. Olivier Pellier is going to win his first Arc de Triomphe. Helissio getting a terrific roar from the crowd. He's going to win this in tremendous style. Bill Sapsky being challenged for the minor places, but he just holds it, maybe, from Oscar Schindler.
His rider then, the French champion Olivier Pellier, has a binding contract with owner Daniel Wildenstein. So Helissio's new jockey is the former French champion Cash Asmussen. On Monday, Cash rode Helissio in his final serious bit of work, under the gaze of his Tunisian-born trainer Elie Lelouch. Cash, wearing the blue jacket, dropped in smoothly behind his two leaders, bided his time and picked off the two galloping companions with the minimum of fuss. It was reminiscent of his work prior to last year's Arc de Triomphe. Words were hardly required when Cash checked in with Elie Lelouch. The preparation's gone like clockwork. Helissio is spot on.
Just a ticking over, a bit of work, you know, nothing serious. Didn't ask any questions, but the horse was moving well, strided out well, and Elie just wanted him to quicken a bit up the straight, and he did a bit of serious work last week, and he's on top of his game. He's a pretty straightforward kind of horse. I mean, I think he's not. He was a bit more manageable in his last two gallops. He's the kind of horse that sets in behind and quickens. I mean, if nobody goes on, he's a horse who just likes to stride along. If the pace is a bit too hot, I don't think he'll have any problem sitting off of it. He's a professional. He's a big enough horse, but seems to be handy enough on his feet. Big stride, but I wouldn't see it being any problem. He's run very well right-handed at Chantilly, Longchamp. That doesn't bother him.
Cash and Helissio's first race together was in the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud. Helissio from Darazari. On the inside, Riadian. Magellano's under pressure now. Just 2 furlongs to go. It's Helissio starting to draw away. Helissio by 2-3 lengths now. Magellano comes with a good run on the outside. Riadian can't find any more. Darazari last of the 4. Inside the final furlong, it's Helissio storming away. Helissio by 3-4 lengths from Magellano. This is a majestic performance by Helissio. Helissio and Cash Asmussen. Helissio wins the Grand Prix de Saint-Cloud for the second year in succession. Magellano is second.
He has a very, very high cruising speed. He's the kind of horse that now I understand. I watched all the films before I rode him of his previous races. I'd ridden against him often enough. I understand why now that when you're in the race with him, the horses that finished out the back door, I mean, they just pay. You know, there was a few late running horses, even Oscar Schindler, when I was unlucky in the Arc. I might not have been as unlucky as some of the connections thought, because I ran on dead horses. And to date, that looks like one of his best races. But I mean, I think his cruising speed, and he's a professional, as you saw. He's not worried about anything. It's plenty of strengths added together. I mean, I have to rate him with as good as I've ever ridden, and I don't think it's fair to compare superstars with superstars. I mean, they have their own strengths in their own right, but he's as good as they get.